Then you go to, say, the Ministry of Health, for instance, and Section 21 of the Public Procurement Act, provides that after budget approval, at quarterly intervals after that, a procurement entity shall submit an update of the procurement plan to the entity tender committee and shall post the update of the procurement plan on their website. Now, according to the Auditor General, the Ministry of Finance made payments to suppliers on behalf of the Ministry of Health for the procurement of PPEs, including nose masks, sanitizers, totaling 205,309,000, in line with government efforts to fight COVID-19. But when they review the records of the Ministry of Health, they note that the ministry did not update its procurement plan on the Public Procurement Authority's website when these were procured. Again, in contravention of Section 21. So you flag it and say, why did you not do this? These are things that you are expected to do. So we'd be able to check and realize that you're doing the right thing. Then comes the big one under the Ministry of Health. The fact that procurement of some 81 million vaccines. I mean, I'm sure many of you have read the story. Now, what I did was that at the time, the 81 million Ghana cedis, if we were to use the prevailing interest rate at the time, that'll be about 6 Ghana cedis. So you're looking at it somewhere about 400.
So it's $81 million.
Dollars, yes, $81 million. But because the Auditor General is sharing his report with us today and tells us that amount of money is still outstanding and recommends a renegotiation and recovery of the amount. These are the words of the Auditor General for purposes of emphasis. Let me just read what the Auditor General says, and then I'll tell you how much that would amount to. He says, paragraph 79, we recommend that the Chief Director of the Ministry of Health should renegotiate with UNICEF AVAT to recover the outstanding amount. And we say, in recovering the outstanding amount, you're looking at 81 million times today's prevailing rate of 10.35. And the 10.35 I'm actually using the Bank of Ghana figures. I'm not using, Interbank or Forest Bureau figures. I mean, for purposes of official analysis, sometimes we want to use the Bank of Ghana figures. And so if I use the prevailing rate of 10.35, it totals 847,358,422.
Almost 850 million.
Yes. These vaccines that were expected to have procured, we paid the monies upfront, and vaccines totaling $81 million were not supplied to the state. The Auditor General is saying, let's recover that amount. And I am saying, once he flags this, we flag that as an irregularity, and we say a recovery of that amount, which in today's prevailing currency, because we're dealing in dollars, and we made payments in dollars, and recoveries should be made in dollars, it will be paid at the prevailing CD rate of 847,358,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. So that's it. I mean, that's it for the Ministry of Health.